language. Now, it's happening in 2 English-speaking regions of Cameroon, the unrest beginning with lawyers protesting against the use of French in court, soon followed by teachers who've been on strike ever since. Now, they blame Cameroon's central government for imposing the domination of the French language. Well, here's our correspondent, Patrick Fandia.
From the hills above the valley, the breathtaking view of a defiant city. Bamenda, the capital of one of the 2 Anglophone regions of Cameroon, is now under the supervision of special police protection units. Armed patrols in a city at the epicenter of an unprecedented contestation, still bruised after several days of rioting. In this amateur video shot by protesters, flames of anger rise above the city. At the head of the procession, one of the leaders of the protest, Mancho Bibixi, the mouthpiece of these Anglophone protesters, a linguistic minority in an officially bilingual country. A few days later, freed after being arrested, he's still determined to fight in the name of the 20% of Anglophones that feel marginalized by Francophones. Living in a centralized state is out of the question for this activist.
Either they give us a federation, which means that the Anglophone population will have their own parliament. They will have a prime minister, and the same thing will be for the Francophone population, and they will live together. We can elect our mayor, we elect our governor, and we stay together. If they don't want to give us that, then they should allow us go. Let Anglophones go their way and form their own state. Let Francophones stay in La République.
The English school system on a month-long strike is at a standstill, demanding a federal state with an autonomous English language administration. Wilfred Tassang, leader of a powerful teachers' union, is in a standoff with the government after he decreed the closure of schools.
Where's my brother?
A directive that was widely followed, like at this school. For him, there's no backing down without obtaining linguistic preference for English teachers.
Our grievances have to do with the fact that the government is training and sending Francophone teachers to teach Anglophone children. And to us, the word we use is that they unteach the children, they destroy the children, because they teach them in a language that is neither English nor French.
On the surface, things seem to have returned to normal in Bamenda, but so far, no agreement's been reached between the Cameroonian government and the Anglophone protesters. Relative calm has returned in the streets despite a burdening tension in the air in this historic opposition stronghold. A few kilometres from the city, an immense estate belonging to the man regarded as the richest of Cameroon, a billionaire Anglophone, reputedly close to the government. A quiet entrepreneur involved for several days in discreet negotiations to avoid further escalation of the Anglophone crisis. The red line: absolutely no federalism in a country with nearly 300 local languages and almost as many ethnic groups.
Federalism is not possible at all. It's not possible. I cannot even write it down. It's not possible at all. We are beyond that now, long time. It's not possible. When anybody who is asking for federalism, really he doesn't like this Cameroon.
Federalism, a political system applied in the country after the French and English tutelage between 1961 and 1972, dates back to the reunification of the 2 Cameroons. A united republic, never accepted by this small group advocating the secession of the Anglophone region. An illegal organisation, according to Cameroonian law, sporting a forbidden secessionist flag.
Freedom now! Freedom now! Freedom.
A handful of elderly militants, already imprisoned several times, still dream of an independent English-speaking country.
We are all resolved
Certain Cameroonians who are the owners of this land understand it. And that is why the clamor now is for nothing but independence.
The Anglophone issue will most likely be a fixture on the Cameroonian political agenda throughout 2017.
Special report there for you from Cameroon here on France 24. Going to go to sport now.